Jones, making videos about leaving religion. The purpose of the videos is to get you to think. Turn your brains on and think. Use logic, use reason, and realize that religion is fake. Now this video is going to be a tad bit different, shall I say. It is, what's today's date? Should have known this before I started the thing. Thursday, October 3rd, 2019. And this is the day after the, I guess we'll know when I watch it, the Amber Guyger case for timestamp. She's a Dallas police officer that went into a wrong apartment and killed a man named Botham Jean, 26-year-old black man. So she's a white female police officer, went into the wrong apartment, so she says, and shot and killed this black man. Well, she was finally charged. It took forever to even charge the woman. And after she was charged, they found her guilty. But she only got 10 years and is up for parole in 5. Now, let me just first say this. I don't make videos like racist videos, okay? But the fact of the matter is I am a black man in America. And we see the social injustice on a regular that goes on in this country. All right, and we get tired of it. We get tired of it. Yeah, y'all charged this woman and you gave her some time. But anybody can see this is a cop-out that you refuse to charge the white men that do it and give them some time, They're blatantly killing people and getting away with it. Well, what does it have to do with religion? Okay, your God ain't doing nothing about it. Nobody's God doing anything about it. And this is the problem with religion, is when people start thinking like, God gonna get them on the other side, or part of his plan, and so on and so forth. This is foolishness, because it won't allow you to take action now. Take action now. Stop sitting around waiting on some imaginary God to do something who's clearly not doing anything, who clearly doesn't even care. It's time to do stuff now. It's time for us to do stuff now. And the problem is we want to get together. The people are, well, let's pray. We back at square one. That's nothing. Prayer doesn't work. That's nothing. If we talking about preaching Jesus to them, that's nothing. We're back at square one. We see how this system works. It's set up. Prison was set up, as we all know. I can't say we all know. Prison was set up to lock up people of color. Come on, prisons, all this stuff started the same year that the slaves were set free. So it was just a way to still keep you in the system for foolishness. You're out too late. You locked up. You looked at a white man in the eye. You locked up. Anything. You just in the wrong place at the wrong time. You locked up. We think you did something to this woman. You locked up. And from then to now, it still hasn't stopped. And I see why people go to prison, but they have to really do some heinous stuff to go. They are very violent people. They got to really be stealing some money, laundering money in order to go. They got to do some heinous stuff really to go. But black people can just get pulled over and get killed. They can get falsely accused and do 30 years in prison, and we see it, and nothing's being done about it. And you can march all you want. March till your feet fall off. You can march all you want. It means absolutely nothing. You can protest all you want. It means nothing. If you don't affect these people's money, you have no voice. Your only voice is your money. If you don't affect the money, you have said absolutely nothing. You can march every day. They'll just see you out the window. They're out there marching again. Nobody cares. When the money is drying up and you're not spending money like you used to buying their products, now what do you have to say? Now we want to hear you. When we go back into the day when they did the whole Rosa Parks and the Montgomery bus thing, they stopped riding the bus. And that was like a state law that a black person would have to get up for a white person to give them their seat. Well, when they stopped riding the bus company's like, hold up now, we're not making any money. So they wanted to listen and change the rules based upon the money. But today, the system is set up to keep black people separated, and especially keep your monies separated. Long as your money is separated, you still have no voice. And all this stuff will continue to happen until black people get together on the same page and get your monies together. When you stop buying all of their cars, and you stop going out to eat, and you stop all the shopping, and you stop using all their credit cards, and when you stop doing these things, and they notice that the money is circulating in this circle here and it's not coming out, then they're going to want to listen. Come on, all this stuff, the whole segregation thing, and using Martin Luther King. Why? Because y'all were using him because we had the money. Black people had the money. And if we're segregated, we can't get their money. We got to integrate. Why? So once we integrate, then we can start charging them for stuff. We can set up the school system to do things this way. You could create jobs. You could do whatever you want to do as long as you're integrated, and you can still be on top. You create the jobs, but you're still the CEO, or he's still the boss, he's still the supervisor, you still the worker bees. I mean, nothing has changed. As long as you keep the money separated, I mean, that's the bottom line. Even if the people come together, then you still got to come together, and you got to come together with your monies. Like even we look at the social medias and the Twitters and Facebook and all of that. What if you started your own? Because I hear them all the time. I just watched a video with them talking on television, and they always talk about Black Twitter. Notice there's Twitter, then there's Black Twitter. Black Twitter is a whole nother group on this social media site. What if you just had your own site? And because anytime we have something, you got to say black. What if you just had, and you could just say it was Twitter? What is Twitter? Oh, that's where the black people get together to say whatever. And what if you had your own site, whatever you called it? You know what I'm saying? You call it butterflies. What's butterflies? And we all know what butterflies is. Then that way you ain't getting thrown in Facebook jail and getting your accounts blocked, and all of this foolishness begins to happen. Because why? You still making them money. Every time you watching videos up there, commercials coming on. Why? Because they got you up there yet again to get your money. You keep saying, you say 3 times in a row something about a phone. Doesn't it pop up on your social media feed? Think about it. You start talking about some tennis shoes. Tennis shoes pop up on your feed. They're using you, why? To get your money. And they will get your money and give you injustice. All in the same package. Money and injustice. Take your money, give you injustice. So bottom line is, we all know America is just, I mean, it was started wrong. It was started on stolen land. How are we ever going to really have justice on a land that was stolen? You steal the land and make it against the law to steal. Right? Come on. You built the whole country on the backs of another people. And then as soon as they don't want to work for free, you call them lazy. You got the family set up, and if the man, as long as the man not in the house, we will give you assistance. We'll give you a place to stay. We'll give you your food. We'll help you out, do all of this, as long as that man is not in the house. Keep the man out the house, and we'll let it run like that. So then the mothers are going to become the heroes in the hood. Why? Because the daddies are not there. Daddy can't stay there. Why? Because then we got to pay all this rent and what have you, and he got to get a job, can't find a job. Nobody wants to pay him. It's just so much. This country is jacked up. Anytime, the whole country is mad because somebody took a knee at a football game for injustice. Took a knee for injustice at a football game when they're presenting the flag, which even by the rules they have for the flag should never be presented the way that they're showing it. Laid out flat. It's always supposed to sit upright. But nobody has a problem with the way that flag came out. You're not supposed to use the flag colors to wear them as clothes. Well, they ain't got no problem with that Star Spangled Headbanner or the shirts and what have you. Nobody has a problem with that, but the man take a knee, you got a problem with it. He only had a problem with it because he had some black in him. And his injustice that he was speaking about was for black people. And yet the NFL is still going, and now what? Jay-Z done cut a deal with him. And I hear what he said, trying to be owners and I guess always want to be a part. And that's another problem, is always want to be a part of what's already, what they have established. Like back in the day, and I'm just rambling, y'all. Back in the day, they had the Negro baseball league. And yet again, you always got to, whenever it's something we have, you got to label it black, Negro. It can't just be what it is. It has to have black on it. They make a movie. It's a movie. We make a movie. It's all black characters. It's a black movie. Now, black people will go see a movie full of white people, but I'm doubting that white people are going by the droves to see movies full of black actors. This is how it goes. But anyway, they have their own Negro league. But what do they want to do? Join the major league with the white guy. They want to play with the white guys. Why? You were already better than them. You had your league going. You were doing fine. You're dealing with your own people. There's no problem there. You're not worried about somebody calling you nigga in the locker room in that sense, because you're all black and nobody cares. You're not worried about those type of things, but then you want to be a part of their league. Then you become a part of their league. Then you're under their rules. Then you're mad because they're not paying you what they're paying the other guys and what have you, but you joined their league. The NFL, the majority of them are black anyway. Start your own league. Because if you left, where would the league go? What would happen to the NFL? If the black people left the NBA, what would happen to it? I mean, Steph Curry got a new contract for $200-something million for 4 years. Yeah, the same guy that gave him the contract got a bench full of other people up there making millions too. So who really has the money? Steph Curry or the guy who owns the team that Steph Curry is an employee of, just getting a little bit of the cut? And if I'm willing to pay you all that much, how much am I really making? Yeah, come on now. I mean, the NFL, how often do you really see black quarterbacks? You don't really see, we see the injustice there too. Michael Vick did something. Michael Vick dealt with dogs and did prison time for dogs. Ben Roethlisberger raping 2 chicks, and they don't even talk about it. Every time Michael Vick, the camera pan past him, they got to talk about, yeah, and he did time for the dog, fighting dogs and what have you. They can't even let it go. You don't mention that stuff when Ben Roethlisberger's up there. Matter of fact, after all that stuff happened, I was watching the game, and Ben was up there, and what they talk about, he just got married. I'm like, really? Oh, so don't talk about what he did. What's the guy named Sean, what's his face, coach for the New Orleans Saints? They don't talk about the fact that he got suspended for a whole season for them guys. If somebody hurt somebody and they got extra money or what have you, nobody talks about that. What if Tom Brady had got caught in the same Michael Vick situation? What if that was Tom Brady and he was caught fighting dogs? Would it be the same situation? Would he have done time in prison? Or would he just been suspended about 5 games? Like when they took a whole Super Bowl championship by deflating balls and you still got to keep the ring. You just had to miss some games, and fining the Patriots $1 million is like a penny to us. Talking about Robert Kraft, who owns Kraft macaroni and cheese, the barbecue sauce and all that stuff, and he owns the Patriots, and you're going to fine him $1 million. Arthur Blank will pay $1 million if y'all let him keep the ring. That's no punishment. But then what if Tom Brady had got caught in that same Michael Vick situation, and every time he take the field, I guarantee they would not mention it. They would not even mention it. You want to be a part of their system, and then you have to go by their rules. And when they want to blackball you, they can blackball you, like Ocho Cinco. Well, you know what I'm saying? Or what's the other one named? Terrell Owens. They want to blackball you, they can blackball you, because you're trying to be a part of their system. They won't let Kaepernick come back, right? Y'all blackballed him. Then you blackball him and then you badmouth him. But if the white guys do the same thing, you don't really hear about it. So start your own NFL, your own basketball league. Start your own football league, your own baseball leagues. They got the money to do it. Always want to be a part of their system, because then what if they started withdrawing from the NFL? Guess what? The NFL will want to listen in. But how y'all have a whole meeting with the owners talking about your players can't take a knee, but none of the players were involved in this meeting? The players are not even involved in the meeting. This is all of the owners. To me, it's almost like slavery all over again. To owners tell y'all players they got to stand up. They can't take a knee. Why? Back in the day, the players didn't even have to be on the field during the national anthem. They only started all this stuff, I'm thinking, around the time 9/11 stuff started happening. And all the patriotism they bring the people out. But everybody's talking about the knee that Cap took, but not looking at the reason why he took the knee for the people getting killed by the police officers, and nothing's being done about it. I mean, it's like we live in this system that's just ridiculous, man. We live in a system that is just messed up. It's ridiculous, and at some point it's like, I don't even want to say this stuff. Let's just go back to the American Revolution or some type of not civil war. When you have civil war, what's the civil war? The people on the land are warring against each other. Why? Because stuff is not right. And we're tired of it not being right, and we're tired of listening to you talking about it. And you're benefiting you, but not benefiting us. And we're the majority, but yet the majority is going to sit back and let the minority run everything. And keeping their foot on your neck without doing anything. But if you want to have civil war now, how do you have civil war now? The money. You don't have to fight. You don't need no guns. Your money is your weapon. Until we get together on the money, nothing means nothing. You cry and be upset and whatever, make videos and what have you, but if the money don't get right, nobody cares. I'm sorry, nobody cares. It's just upsetting to me. This woman killed this man in his apartment. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So she's saying she worked a double. And so she was so tired. She didn't realize she was on the wrong floor. Didn't realize the big red mat in front of the apartment wasn't yours. Didn't realize when you opened up the door, this wasn't your place. Then the first thing you're thinking to do is shoot. You didn't try to resuscitate the man, didn't really call 911. You didn't do nothing. That sounds like a murder. That sounds like a murder. So you was out there in the streets being a cop, disoriented, so disoriented that you shot somebody in their own apartment, but you was the same cop with a gun on the streets. I mean, please tell, y'all in the comments, tell me who believes this story? Who really believes this the real story? When there was also a picture of them together. Nobody's talking about the fact that those two were together in that picture, that they knew each other. So what was really going on in this situation? But guess what? When there's two people and one's dead, only one person can tell the story. And I had the picture somebody had sent me, of the girl with the guy. And it was somebody sent it to me on Facebook Messenger, and I checked back later, it was gone. And I believe I screenshot it, but I'm not sure. I still have to check. But I mean, who really believes these stories? I mean, even the Sandra Bland, she gets dragged out the car, talking, I'm gonna see y'all in court, and then later talking about something, she hung herself. First off, she was coming down there to get a place to stay. She had a new job. She was starting a whole new life and everything. So why is somebody coming to start a whole new life and then she's gonna hang herself in jail? Why was her mug shot when she had on the jumpsuit? When you go to jail, you take your mug shot in your regular clothes. And when you take a mug shot, you take a front and you take a profile. Boom. She only had one picture. One picture, and she's wearing the jumpsuit. Then the next thing you know, she's dead and she killed herself. Come on now. The brother that got shot in the car told the cops, yeah, I have a gun and I have a permit to have a gun, and bye, he gets shot. If these cops are so shook, you don't need to be a cop. If you're that shook, you don't need to be a cop. You're the trained one. You're trained. The people you're dealing with are untrained. You're armed. In most cases, the people you deal with are unarmed. So why are y'all so scared? It's 3 of y'all. Eric Gardner, why was he choked to death when there's about 4 or 5 of y'all out there on one man? Y'all got tasers and sticks and mace and guns, but you scared. What are you scared of? And you choked a man to death for selling loose cigarettes. And now they just finally firing the guy, and then they all on Facebook doing a GoFundMe for him. That's like showing us right now this is some racist type stuff. This man killed a person. He killed another man. But that means nothing to y'all. It just means nothing. Go collect money for him after he done killed somebody. Because we all know this is the way it works. Like I said, the mindset and the things from back in slavery, none of this has really changed. It's the worth of the white person is more than the worth of a colored person. And that's true. And the worth of the white woman is probably even more. This is why when we know back in, what was that, 93 and 94 OJ, and you're talking about a black man was suspected of killing 2 white people? Excuse me. 2. A woman and a man? I'm not black. I'm OJ. No, you black, man. Now you black. Juice mean nothing. You black now. You accused of killing a white woman and a white man. Oh, trust, you would get the death penalty. And to this day, people still mad at him about the whole thing, whether he did it or not. I'm like this. He went through the system that they designed. It was found not guilty. So let it go. Because we've seen situations like with the Emmett Till situation back in the day. It was clear that these guys had killed Emmett Till, beat him and tied a thing around his neck to hide his body in the wall. It was clear. They know they did it. The woman lied on the stand. They let him go. Not guilty. There was plenty of these cases where white people went on trial for killing someone black and got away with it. And when they got away with it, nobody go back, well, you know you did it. No, they fine with it. They get a job, go on with their life and everything. I remember back when I was a Christian, I was watching John Hagee. I used to like him a little bit until he was preaching one day and he said, O.J. Simpson, oh, you think you got away with it? God is going to deal with you. God is going to, I never watched him again. I'm like, hold on, first off, you're supposed to be preaching. Now, the man was found not guilty, so why are you as a preacher up here saying that the man was guilty? That's like you have stepped outside of your preaching thing into your racial thing. That's what that was. I never watched him again. And even in the church, when you talk about this, the racism with the church, because the white people go to the white church, the black people go to the black church. I'm more around here, out in the Atlanta area, the Latinos go to their church, the Vietnamese go to their church. Everybody go to their own churches on Sunday. I see this, right? And when Obama had won, it was amazing because we was in the black church praying and thanking God for putting Obama in the White House. Oh, God did it, God did it. Then I watched TV, the white pastors were saying, we got to pray for our country because the Antichrist is in there now. So y'all all serving the same Jesus. But this race of people are thanking God and saying he put the man in the White House, and this race of people is over here saying we got to pray for the country. It's in trouble because this man is in the White House. So obviously y'all not getting the same message, which lets me know there is no God, no Holy Spirit involved in that. That's the people and how they live. That was the black people and the white people saying what they wanted to say, how you felt about it. Because bottom line is, the people, I mean, he just got voted in, whatever. But that year, the racism came out then, just like the racism is coming out now with this whole Trump election. That's why I dread this election year. Even though I'm not in the situation I wasn't before, but the racism comes out, especially when Trump was in there. I hope they do deal with him or whatever, so he don't run. But the racism just came out, especially during the Obama years. And y'all know, if you was on the job, you heard people saying stuff that let you really know where they stood. And during the Trump election too, I can say that too. That let you know where they stood too. For some reason, all these middle class people were thinking this billionaire was really going to help them. Billionaire crook really cared about them. That man only cared about one thing, himself. It's been a reality show since he been president. Other than him, he ain't on The Apprentice, but he show on the news every day. Every day, just like it's a reality show. This stuff is not even real to him. The whole presidency isn't real no more. It's a joke. This whole country right now is just a joke. It is a joke. How many of y'all out here struggling, working overtime, working 2 jobs, just trying to survive? So every time they pass a new law of something we have to have, you know, I don't care how y'all get it. You know, when they did, remember back in the day, you didn't have to have car insurance. I'm not saying there's something wrong with having car insurance. The problem lies when you make it a law that everybody has to have car insurance. Now the car insurance companies are not going to lower their prices. They can do what they want to do because they know you have to have it. They know all the children got to be in car seats now. Then this stuff is lobbied by who? The people that make the car seats. If it's a law that everybody has to have them, then we're guaranteed to make money because you have to have it. Everybody has to have health insurance now. So what does that do for the health insurance companies? Jack your prices up. Why? Because you have to have it. If you don't have it, when you go to file your taxes, you're going to get penalized. So we don't care how you get the money, just get it. They lobby to do all of this stuff, to get the money. Since we don't want to buy certain stuff, we're going to make you pay for certain stuff. You might not want to buy it, but you're going to get it. You're going to have to get it, or else you're going to pay. I mean, our system is not designed for us to win. It is not. It's designed for the rich to win. So I guess we're just going to have to change something here. Like I said, y'all, I'm just rambling right now. I'm just rambling. Just talking. Excuse me. I'm just talking. I'm not pleased by a lot of things I'm seeing. I can't figure out all of this. Like, who was it? Reagan said we're going to make America great again. Bill Clinton said we're going to make America great again. And now Donald Trump was hollering that we're going to make America great again. But yet no one will tell us, when was it great? What are we talking about going back to? When was this great period that you're talking about making it great again? Is it a period you're talking about, or you're talking about the economy is going to be better? Clarify to me what this Make America Great Again really means. Because I'm not clear on it. I'm not clear on what we're talking about. And we're great. Okay, we're great. So isn't Flint, Michigan a part of this great America? And they have not had clean water in how many years now? Like a third world country, but yet they are in this great America. So we can spend money to sending rockets up to see what they can do, and $30 million on one jet. We can spend all this money, but these people can't, they are in America and they can't get water, clean water. What is really going on with that situation? What are y'all really hiding over there you don't want us to know? Because there's got to be more than just the water. Why y'all won't clean? Y'all done found some oil over there and you're trying to run the people out or something. What is the deal that these people can't have clean water? I really want to know why they can't have clean water in America. Yeah, somebody's sitting right with that Flint, Michigan situation. Something's not right. We have, like in third world countries, we always talking about other countries, but we have that stuff going right here in America. We have homelessness. right? We have all disease going around. I mean, we got places that are like a war zone. People getting killed, I mean, daily. But yet we all in these other countries. If you talk about making America great again, it's like you want to deal with America. How about we take all that money we spending on military and use it here? All these programs we have right here. Let's use it for that. Instead of trying to figure out the next war we can get into, and putting other people's children in jeopardy. And then once they get in jeopardy, once they get messed up, got PTSD, and they come back and they messed up, then they end up being the ones standing out there on the street corner with the signs. It's like we just got to get it together, man. I mean, it's jacked up all the way around. It's just injustice. It's just not right. And I know, like with black people, we get tired of hearing that mess about the slavery. Like, y'all, just come on, y'all. That was 400 years. Just get over it. Get over it. What do you mean? What you mean? Get over it? Black people just started voting around 50-something years ago. Really? We're not that. My mom is 69. So I mean, so we're talking about within her lifetime, black people wasn't voting the whole time. You know, it's not no get over it when we see what's going on. You can't say get over it when the same injustice is going on, just like in slavery time. I don't like watching the videos with the police abusing their power. It makes me mad, really, really mad. And now it's like slavery because black people they can sit around and record it, but you can't do nothing. The only difference between you and this man is he got on a uniform. Instead of you can't pull the cops off the people and say, leave them alone. You can't even intervene. You have to sit there and watch them kill somebody and do nothing about it. But record a video, which means absolutely nothing, because they're going to put him on administrative leave, then find out he was only doing his job and he's back at work. And we got him on we got the fallen person on the t-shirts and all on social media, and life goes on. It's the same thing as when they beat a slave on the plantation. What could you do? Nothing. And just be glad it wasn't you. You have to sit around. People have to literally sit around and watch people get abused by the police and can't even intervene and do anything else. When I've seen in other countries, see, this is what I like, is other countries, they will intervene. Because if you're in China, you're dealing with Chinese. Mostly you're going to be dealing with Chinese. So they're dealing with their own people. People over there in Korea and Japan, in India. You know, a lot of people, they're dealing with their own people that looks like them. So it's pretty much the same. But when you come here, race becomes a big factor. Especially since the fact that it's going to be the white people that's going to run everything. The white people run the justice system. We don't. They created the justice system. They put the judges in place and, you know, the Supreme Court. No, we didn't do any of this. This is their system. So if something happens, we're in their system. Now you in their system. Now you can't vote. Now you can't have a firearm. Now you're marked, you know, and you got to do parole or go see a parole officer. Now you can't smoke weed to do something. Why? Because you're in their system. And even though you're not behind the bars, they still have you in their system to monitor you and watch you. It's the same thing. I saw over there with the over there with the Pope, when all that stuff was happening with the priests raping the kids. They have the power. Excuse me. They have the power to tell the police, stay out of it. We got it. It's an internal thing. We got it. Thanks, but no thanks. We got it. Really? See how they can do over there? No. Is the police matter? No, it's a church matter. It's our matter. We got it. We can't do that. Tell the police, no, this is a black thing. We got it. No. They coming all up in that. Ain't gonna regulate it. Every time they don't like something, they make a new law against it. And then I think, and like I said, these are not racist videos at all. I'm just pointing out things that are true. Like when I had white coworkers, and I clearly knew they were like in their 50s. They didn't know what was really going on. People think, well, the black people, they're just committing crime. It's not about black people always been committing crime. The deal is you make crime, you make things for us a crime that's not a crime for you. So a white person, looking a white person in the eye, you make that a crime. Things you make a crime. Drinking from the same water fountain, that's a crime. Using the same bathroom, that's a crime. Walking in the front door of an establishment was a crime. Not giving up your seat to a white person was a crime. So you made things crimes for black people that wasn't a crime for white people. Excuse me. A mob of white people beat up a black man, not a crime. Nothing happened. A mob of white people hang a black man. Might be a crime, but those who run the law are in on the crime, so they don't see it as a crime. You got to think about it. How many pictures have you ever seen with black people with their families, children, standing around the body of a white man hanging from a tree? Smiling too. Have you ever seen this? Standing around two black men hanging in a tree or tied to a tree with their arms behind their back and their body has been burned. You posing taking pictures with this stuff. Oh, y'all, slavery was back then, get over it. How? How do you get over it? I mean, you've never seen it. The KKK clearly is a hate group and has committed hate crimes. Yet in 2019, they still have rallies. But when the Black Panther came around, just saying, we just want to protect our people from you. Oh, break that up. No, you can't let them get joined together and be strong and be helping the community and what have you. That's a hate group. Why? Because they're all black. That's a hate group. Really? So break the Black Panther up. But in 2019, the KKK is still going. Still going. Putting on police uniforms now. Putting on the judge's robe now. Prosecuting attorneys now. COs in the prison now. They just changed the uniform, but the mindset is still here. I still remember being on the job and the white guy came to me with the Kaepernick thing like, he started the national anthem and he took a knee. He was mad or he took a knee. And this hurt you how? Because he did it during the national anthem. You do know the national anthem is 3 verses, right? It's 3 verses. Maybe you might need to Google the national anthem, read that 3rd verse, and then come back and tell me, should we not take a knee? You got a problem with a knee. They keep the national anthem to 1 verse. Don't go past verse 1. Don't get into 2, and especially don't get into 3. But these are things we don't want to talk about either. We don't bring this stuff up. We do not bring this stuff up. I hope I ain't upset some of y'all out there like, man, I can't even hear about religion. I still got the religion videos, I do. But at the same time, I'm still a black man. And I know for a lot of black people, we hate to see black people protecting this Christianity. That Stockholm syndrome, the same religion that was meant to make you docile and passive and turn the other cheek and pray for Master after he whoop you, the same people protect this religion with their lives, not knowing the true history behind Christianity, not knowing all of the atrocities attributed to Christianity. And when I say Christianity, I'm talking about Catholicism too. And as much as you want to try to separate Catholicism from Christianity, it's no different from the heads on the coin and the tails on the coin. It's the same coin. Same coin. It's all the same stuff. You even got your Christian Bible from the Catholic. So don't sit around and talk about, I'm not a Catholic. You're reading that same New Testament they put together. So it's all the same thing. And the atrocities that have been attributed to religion and continue today. Continue. They are supporting it, backing it up, believing its claims. And now you even got groups trying to use it as proving their history. proves their history, how they got to America, who they really are. That's what religion has done. Religion has done nothing but divide, because all religion is division. Now you need to come to Jesus. You come to Jesus, and if you turn around and say, "Okay, all right, I got you. All right, I believe on Jesus. All right, now what?" Well, now you got to get baptized. No, they ain't got to get baptized. If you really saved, you're gonna speak in tongues. You don't have to speak in tongues. Your wife need to cover her head and not be showing her ankles. No, they don't have to do all of that. And once you come into the religion, you can't agree on anything. You got to believe Jesus is God. No, Jesus isn't God. He's the Son of God. It's just division. All right, so I believed on Jesus. Now what? Come to the Baptist. Come to the Methodist. Come to the AMC. Come to the Holiness. Come to the Southern Baptist. Well, which one is it? Well, come over here to the Protestants. Which one is it? You know, you don't know. It's just more division once you get it. That's all it does is divide. Divide. Even when you left religion, division. Your family and friends, people left you because you didn't believe something. Like believing something is that strong that makes a person kill a relationship. Kill a lifelong relationship because you don't believe something. I mean, people, America's a Christian nation. I mean, it might as well be. It is really not. And they only use Christianity when it benefits them. I mean, they don't really care about the Ten Commandments. If they really used the Ten Commandments, they wouldn't write up their own laws. They write up their laws. You notice they don't ever say. It says here in verse 1 in chapter whatever in the Bible that they don't talk about that. They don't tell you what their laws say. You are a side note. It's a side note until election come up and all of a sudden politicians get religious, showing up at the churches and showing their face at the mega churches. Hey, you vote for me. It's a bunch of crap. Religion and politics, all of it's crap. Well, y'all, I'm going to end this video because I'm just rambling. I'm just upset about things. Upset about things. And people say, well, just be glad you're still here in the land of the living. Have you died before? Then you don't know what death is like, so don't talk about death if you ain't been there. Because I don't see nobody coming back complaining from death. Ain't nobody coming back from death complaining and telling me, it ain't good, I don't like death. They gone. Could be better. You might die and be pissed that you didn't die sooner. Think about that. Who knows? But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. I done ranted and raved and whatever. And for some of y'all, I know that y'all listen to this while you're on your commute to work, or you commute home from work, or if you're just out there just chilling. Larissa, I see you out there doing your thing. You know, we talked about this. I said I was going to talk about it, so. Well, other videos be about religion, I guess. I just wanted to get this one off my chest, y'all. This is it. So I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Peace.